What's going on today, YouTube? I am right back at you. I got a couple of bad things that didn't happen in my area. The first thing is I'm gonna have to bring y'all this god awful story about these set of cousins right here in my backyard. It really started from work, but I'm gonna give y'all all the juicy details about the women that had the shootout down here in Mississippi. All the way, they'll tell you the truth. Also, I hear Carolyn Bryant died. Okay, restful, peaceful, ripe old age. Anyway, let me give y'all a little bit of back info on this tragedy down here in Holmes County, and I'll be right back at you, sitting out in the breeze on the porch as usual.
Tiana Day are dead after both of the women went to a home just outside of West Mississippi. The sheriff says both women were on Facebook Live when they were arguing with a third woman who lives in the home they visited.
There's a lot of cursing, stuff like that. You see the gun shooting.
Job died on the way to the hospital and Day died at a hospital in Lexington. The sheriff says investigators are working through the Facebook Live video to determine whether the third woman involved was using self-defense.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all the low on this, man. This all started from inside information. By the way, this is my backyard. This started at the plant here in Greenwood, and it was over property taxes and beefing and family stuff that got out of control. So no matter what you hear, it wasn't about no man, it wasn't about the meat, it wasn't about none of that kind of stuff, man. And I only want to say that how God awfully was, because I did actually see the video of the Facebook Live, and it's sad because in a way I get the pressure that people are under, but I don't give them any exceptions or excuses. It's hard out here, and a lot of times when it's hard like this, a lot of poor people try and pull their resources and get stuff or keep stuff together. Whether they buy a car together or purchase a piece of property together or buy a home together, or the parents leave all of them some property. You have a certain expectation that everybody's going to do right. This is by no means condoning anything on either side, because forget that as human beings, and they should have, you know, handled this a whole different way. But what hurt me the most was to see the children out there and how cavalier these women were, where you can actually hear in the background what somebody is telling the women. Put the red dot on them. They didn't even know to call it a lady. Put the red dot on them. Show them what you got. I'm like, are you serious? And his kids, all in the meantime, running around the car, laughing, playing, I guess not taking what was going on serious, till them bliss started coming out. All of them was cousins, y'all. All of them were mothers. And this is from an area outside of West Mississippi, bruh. Ain't nobody got nothing further south you go to broker the black folks. I'm like, come on. To actually see that, I had tried to stay away from it, but it kind of just fell into my lap. And I normally don't even talk about home stuff, because it's like, we know no bounds to the madness too. You would think that by this being the country and being slow, and it probably wasn't even 500 people in the total town and county area down there west, which is still Holmes County, but it's probably not. West is the town that's seated around there, and it's not even 500 people. If it is left up that way, y'all would cry. Y'all would feel so sad and say, man, why these hillbilly beautiful women down there shooting and killing themselves over a few tax dollars? It's just sad. Y'all say a prayer for the family. All right, I did hear today that Carolyn Bryant passed away, I think, at a ripe old age of 88. And it doesn't sit well with me, because I'm at a place where the Emmett Till statue is seated. The county he was taken from. And it's sad that the powers to be here, because that was the only reason she was never indicted, was because of here in this county, that she's at peace. And what they did to Emmett Till, still echoes in this area. A lot of the people still live that were terrorized during this era. Um, there's a lot of stigmatisms and fears that stagnated or stopped African Americans' progress in this area after, white people were allowed to do this to a kid and get away with it down there in Sumner, So there was real serious adverse reactions behind that lie that Carolyn told. And I know a lot of people be like, oh, well, she didn't do it. And then all, she said it all. She set it off with one blatant lie or one blatant misunderstanding. Whatever she thought about that child, she knew who she was telling it to. Her husband, a blatant, racist, brutal killer. And then for them to turn right around after the fact and sell their story to a magazine and boast and tell a story about killing them, I'm like, come on. And we don't understand how America is so twisted. It's twisted for a reason. Anyway, I'm preaching to the choir. I know y'all know what it is, but y'all just remember, y'all pray for all those children down there that was left behind between these two mothers being lost. Also, I want to close with this. I don't care how you in your feelings. If you're mad at your mama, don't ride to her house. Mad. Your sister, your cousin. If you separated and you're mad at your husband or your wife or your girl or your boyfriend, whatever you may call them, take your ass in the opposite direction. Because they was on Facebook till they got in their damn feelings. In some kind of way, they felt like it was okay to get in a vehicle and drive on the other side and pull up in front of somebody's trailer house, read them, curse them, argue. I don't know what it was that possessed them to do that. And I know if they could do it again, they change their mind. I'm going to say this. Keep your feelings to your damn self. I'm out.